I apologize for being late today. I had a hard time getting awake. I didn't get much sleep last night. It's a kind of impromptu type video. You probably didn't think I was going to show up. So there might not be very many people here. Then again, there may be. So we'll see. I don't know. Let me see here. I'm going to turn the camera so you can see me. So you can see, us. He just made a big mess out of my hair. This is Cosmo, my kite parrot. He wants to say hello. Say hello. Say hello, everyone. How are you? Hey, baby. I love you. I love you so much. Give me a kiss. I love you. You're my sweet boy. Yes, you are. Alright, you gotta go somewhere because I gotta do a reading. Yes, I gotta do a reading. You made a mess of my hair again. Again. I'm supposed to be going to my mom's house for a birthday party, but I don't think I'm going to make it because I've got to keep my foot propped up. You can't have my drink, Cosmo. Here's a trip. Come here. Give me a kiss. Can I have a kiss? Can I have a kiss? Hey everybody, how are you? Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here. Cosmo made a big mess of my hair. Hey Tristan, what's up? How are you? Good to have you. So good to have you. Hey Jimmy, what's up? What's up, everybody? Janice. I'm good, Tristan. I'm hanging in there, baby. Hanging in there. Good to see you all. And Jenny, Zombies for Fan. Welcome, Jenny from Albuquerque. Jenny Albuquerque. You have a blog. How awesome is that? The World of Watchers. I can't see good. Give you divine guidance. I sure will. Thank you all so much for joining me. I haven't gotten started yet. I've just been trying to figure out what to do with this bird. I guess I'm going to have to go put him in his cage. So give me just a second, okay? He wants some water. Let me give him a little bit of water and then he can go to his cage. I'm in no hurry if you're not. Liv, come on, be nice. I don't want to have to put you in timeout. I'm hoping that Manya or someone shows up to moderate. Perhaps someone will show up. We'll see. Can you get some water? Yeah, can you get some water? Alright, get some water because you're getting ready to get in your cage. Good boy. Good boy. Okay. Alright. So, let's see. I don't know what we're going to do. We might do some Q&A first. There's a bunch of you here, and I think you want Q&A. So, hold on. Let me put Buddy Boy here up and see what we can do for you all. Come on, buddy. You gotta go in here until Mama finishes her video. Good boy. right, so it sounds like some of you want me to go ahead and do some Q&A for you. JT, how are you? Lolo. Everton, hello everyone. Hello everyone. Alright, let's check the energy real quick. I have all the windows open. You mean don't open the windows so the bird don't get out? I got screens on all the windows. He can't get out. He wouldn't, I don't think he would go out anyway because he's so domesticated. He's kind of afraid of being outside without me. But he did go outside with me one time and he got away from me. Alright, so if you're new here, welcome. My name is Christie and I am a medium, but I do tarot readings. I use tarot as a form of tapping into the mediumship gift that I've been given. The cards have meaning, but I don't always use the meaning of the cards. I use whatever spirit shows me on the cards. So the energy looks pretty good. I'm not going to complain about a little bit of smoke. I mean, anytime you have this many people together, you're going to have a little bit of negativity. But I don't see any. I think it's great. Everything looks good. Everything looks real good. Alright, so I don't think I have a moderator here. Hey Ash, what's up, baby? Do I have any moderators in the house that are willing to help me moderate? Am I a man? I'm a woman. Do I look like a man? Well, hey, Arushi. How are you, sweet baby? You feel like moderating for me today? Good to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for all the love. We do have a little bit of negativity. Just a little bit. See? Awesome. I'm glad to hear it, Arushi. Yeah, just a tad of negativity. Just a tad. My age is 53, I think. I think I'm 52 or 53. I was born in 72, so maybe you can figure it out. I don't know. I quit keeping up. I go by how I feel. Hey, Jimmy. This is Palo Santo, not Cedar. I'm 53. Okay. So in December, I'll be 54. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Wanda. And Lolo. Yes, I will be careful. I'm just clearing the negativity. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for liking the video. You guys rock. Yesterday, you totally blew my mind. Totally blew my mind with all the love. Arishi, are you going to moderate for me today, baby? You don't have to worry about it right now. You can wait until we get to the end. I'm adding you as a moderator. Okay. Now you can do all that fun stuff. I love Palo Santo. Yes, Palo Santo is amazing. Arushi, if you don't want to moderate, it's okay. It will not, you know, I hope you will, but if you're not wanting to or willing to, It's fine. I won't take it personally, okay? Oh, thank you, Glaxy. You're so sweet. The world of watches wants divine guidance. All right. May I have divine guidance for the world of watches? Spirit said to give you one of these. Divine guidance for the world of watches, Spirit. One card, please. One card, if I may. Divine guidance. There we go. Amethea. I'm going to give you the bottom of the deck energy as well. Okay, right now you're needing to be there for you. This is what Spirit has for you, page 41. And then I'm going to get into the reading, okay? Amethea. Let's pull the light over here so I can see. Your soul is learning about love. Whether you realize it or not, you are breaking free from a pattern of relationship that has not been respectful enough of you and your heart. This includes the relationship you have had with yourself, with others, be they friends, romantic connections, colleagues, or strangers, and even the universe. As you allow yourself to feel worthy and release feelings of hate, shame, guilt, or judgment towards yourself, a new spirit of gentleness, love, and devotion will fill your heart and transform the quality of your connections with others and the universe. A beautiful new world of love is opening up for you. Spiritual guidance. Amethea, the ancient goddess of nurturing, asks you to have faith in your ability to love and in the power of your heart. Perhaps you doubt your heart sometimes, wondering if it's pure enough, if your love is enough. Maybe you convince yourself that you have to do more to be more than the beautiful being that you already are. You must stop torturing yourself this way with these mean mind games. They are not good for you and they are not true. When negativity threatens to put you down, let your soul speak up from a place of feminine power and quiet inner assurance. As you say, I affirm myself and my love. Me and my heart are more than enough. Your heart is one of the special ones. It has the capacity to love in an unusually expansive way. Your heart is one that can love the whole world. Within your heart is a healing warmth that can touch people, even complete strangers, and change lives for the better. You don't need to try and make this happen. It happens naturally when you are just being you. Amethea, the goddess who soothes, reassures you of your heart's power and value now, and that how you love is more than enough. She reminds you to open your heart to yourself, to love yourself too. Sacred ritual. Feel, pretend, or imagine that you can smile at your heart. Feel your heart smiling back at you. Feel your heart smiling to the world, and the hearts of all the living beings smiling back at you. You have a very special heart, a heart that can love the entire world, and you don't realize how special your heart is. You don't give yourself enough credit for how special your heart is. And Spirit wants you to know how special your heart is. And you are, what did it say? When I channel, I can't remember. It says you're breaking free from a pattern of relationship that's not been respectful enough for you and your heart. So you allow people to treat you wrong. And Spirit says not anymore, because you're going to realize your worth, okay? And then you have be there for you, number 4. It's time to let yourself off the hook. Don't interpret the behavior of other people or circumstances outside of your control to indicate something negative about you. Forgive yourself for anything you feel you've done wrong. You can learn from your choices more easily if you stop punishing yourself when you feel you've made a mistake. Even the decisions that we regret can help us grow wiser when we swap judgment for compassion. Sometimes we can only learn what we need to know from what doesn't work out so well at the time. Forgive yourself, have your own back, and be good to you. You have an open, sensitive, beautiful heart. Sometimes the world cannot meet your heart on equal terms. Sometimes the hearts of others are just too closed and afraid. That's okay, because it's part of who you were born. It's part of why you were born, to hold, heal, and open the hearts of the world. You are wise, and you know your purpose is to shine the beauty of your divine heart freely for all to experience. You never have to close down or turn away from that sacred purpose in this world. You never have to close down or turn away from that sacred purpose in the world. But you do deserve to be safeguarded and protected. Know that you have your own back. When fearful, angry people lash out in pain, trying to hurt others because they cannot get past their own hurt, do not make it about you. Your heart knows how to love, and your heart knows how to love you and protect you, whilst it has compassion for the suffering that another may be feeling. Remember that you must be there for you, nurturing your own heart with plenty of love. Give to yourself first, and then give to the world with kindness and generosity. Don't allow anyone or anything to make you forget what is real and true. The wisdom and love that fills your own divine heart and helps heal the world. Sacred ritual. Place one hand on your belly and one hand on your heart, and sway a little from side to side. Imagine that as you sway, there's a river of energy that travels between your two hands. The river of energy swirls and flows around your hips and your heart, leaving you feeling inspired and really, really good. You now have twice the amount of energy. Say aloud, I am a fortress of divine love. I stand strong in my divine presence. I am peacefully and powerfully me, with a beautiful heart divinely protected. So right now you're learning to love yourself, because you have a special mission in this life, and you have a heart that's able to love the world, even while the world is full of hate and can mistreat people because of their love. Okay? All right. You good, Manya? Is Arushi here? Are one of you gonna help me? One of you please help me. It doesn't matter to me which one. Y'all decide, okay? Maybe one of you can encourage people, remind them to like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And I think you can even, there's something you can do. What's it called? What's the word for it? You can, like, give the videos, some kind of like a jolt. I don't know what they call it. I don't know about these things. But there's a way that you can, like, boost the video or whatever. Thank you, Arushi. Thank you, Manya. Thank you both. I appreciate you both so much. I love you all. I love Kailash. I love everyone. I love you all so much. I hope you know that. I hope you know that. Okay. I hope you believe that because it's true. It's so true. Okay. The song that came through was called Tacoma by Caitlin Smith. And I'm going to read it to you. Tacoma, Caitlin Smith. And this is why I named the video what I did, okay? Okay, come on. Okay. I'm leaving. The words fall out of my mouth and onto the floor. I am needing to pack up my bags and walk right out the door. This is goodbye. I roll the windows down on my green Chevrolet. I don't know where I'm going, just know that I can't stay. Might make it to Memphis, but it ain't that far, but might make it to Memphis, but if that ain't far enough, I'll speed down this highway to Tulsa, Missoula, so fast that the hurt can't catch up. I'm burning your memory 1 mile at a time, all the way to Tacoma. By then, you'll be out of my mind. Oh. Sorry, y'all. My family's texting me. I lost my place. I'm thinking with a truck stop song and a cold cup of coffee that I'm drinking, and I'm hurting like hell. But honey, how could I not be? You made me the joker, the fool. Yeah, the last one to know. So I'm going to put mountain and rivers and deserts between us. Go as far as I can go. Might make it to Memphis, but if that ain't far enough, I'll speed down the highway to Tulsa, Missoula, so fast that the hurt can't catch up. I'm hurting, I'm hurting your memory. I'm burning your memory 1 mile at a time, all the way to Tacoma. By then, you'll be out of my mind. Might leave some tears in Topeka. Couple of sleepless nights in Cheyenne. Every time that I miss you, I'll hit the gas as fast as I can. Might make it to Memphis. Past those Kansas City lights, all the way to Tacoma. By then, you'll be out of my mind. All the way to Tacoma. By then, you'll be out of my mind. So... Someone has hurt you desperately to the point where you're leaving them because they've made you a fool and they made you a joker and they made you the last to know. And is there anything worse than having somebody make you the last to know? Like, to find out that this person has been with somebody else all along. Is there anything worse? Other than walking in on them and just catching them in bed together. You know, and it almost sounds like that may be what happened. Is you came home early and you found your spouse or your man, woman, whoever, in bed with someone else. Or you found out from someone else that they were sleeping with maybe a mutual friend or a stranger. I don't know. You could have seen them at a restaurant and they didn't know you were walking by. I mean, I don't know. But this person made a fool out of you, it sounds like. And you're hurt. You're not even angry anymore. Like, you're beyond anger. You're hurt. And you should be hurt because you loved this person. And they made you the fool, the joker, the last to know. Okay, all right, let's see. All right, I want to find out how this happened. So we're going to start out with the breakup deck. No, Spirit said no. We're going to start out with the family deck. This is a situation. So we're going to ask how this happened. How did this happen, Spirit? What was behind all of this? Why did this person go outside of their relationship and find someone else to entertain them in bed? Maybe they didn't entertain them in bed. Maybe they were just beginning to see them and they were just entertaining them, but they were a little too cozy and it was going to lead to them being in bed. Or maybe you fell in love with a married man, but I don't think so. All right, show me how this happened. Or a married woman. Why did I say man? Maybe because I am a woman. All right, talk to us, Spirit. Holy Spirit of the living God, may I have your assistance, please? All right. Somebody was going to cook a fucking meal, but they had good boundaries. So you were going to cook a meal. Homemade food is foreplay. So you were cooking somebody a meal because you wanted to have like a romantic dinner, but this person told you no. They had good boundaries. It says your boundaries are trash, block those bad vibes, but I don't think you knew this person was making a romantic meal for someone else. All right, what was being hidden? You're not on the same team. Wait, that's not what it says. It says you're hot, smart, and you have a great ass, but it came out in reverse. So secretly, this person doesn't find you attractive. Or somebody's not attractive. Secretly, someone is not attractive. Alright, and what's being shown? Oh my God, look. They're going to have sex. Somebody cooked a romantic meal for somebody and they didn't tell you about it because they had boundaries. They were like, I don't want you here. I don't want you to, like, go out with your girlfriends. Go shopping. Go do this. Go on vacation with your girlfriend. You could have been gone for the week. You know, because yesterday it said you were going on adventures. You could have been on some kind of adventure, and they cooked a meal for someone else, and either they were not attractive, or they thought you were not, or the person that they were having an affair with was not. People who have affairs with people who are already in relationships are ugly. They're not attractive. Alright, and then what's being shown is that they were having sex. Alright, what happened next? They didn't send a text message or a picture. What do you mean they didn't send a picture? They were keeping that shit clean. Okay. So they didn't send you a picture of them having sex with someone else. Well, that's good, but it's still not good that they had sex with this person. And then they told you it wasn't that serious. Oh, I just had sex with them. They came over, I cooked a meal. You know they're not even attractive to me, but they came on to me and they came on strong and we ended up having sex. But even though I took video footage of this, I didn't send any to you because it wasn't that serious. And fuck your feelings in reverse. So they're saying, you shouldn't feel anything. This person's a special kind of effed up in the head. Are they not? Throat chakra. Show me how this happened. So somebody was cooking a meal for somebody, and they felt like somebody was not attractive, but they had sex. They took pictures of it, but they didn't send any to you because they didn't want you to see how nasty they were being, how disgusting, and how dirty they were having sex with this ugly person. I think this is somebody they're ashamed of that they had sex with. Somebody had a rebound and they were hard to read. Oh my God. You all could have been like having some problems, and you may have gone away just to get some time to clear your head. They could have encouraged it even. Show me more about how this happened. This happened because this person was a flat out player. A player. I'm choosing to keep an emotional distance and play the field. What were they hiding? That they learned their lesson and they want one last chance with a friend. There's a friend who wants nothing else to do with them secretly because of this relationship they had with this person, the sex they had with this person. And what's being shown? That they're not helpless. Why do they act like they're helpless? Because they can't forget about you because you're true love. Or maybe the person they were with, but I don't think so. What's going to happen next? Somebody's coming out of denial. Denial about what? That this was all in my head when you were pushing my buttons, and you having a new love. So you told me that it was all in my head when you were pushing my buttons, and I was insisting that you have a new love. You told me it was all in my head, and that it's not that serious. This person is trying to convince you that whatever they did with this person that they had sex with was not that serious. And they say, I learned my lesson. I want one last chance. I don't want to be friends with this person anymore. Or I need you to be my friend. Why is your friendship in reverse? Because you moved on and you were not divinely guided. Okay, so the friend is the one they had sex with. And they're saying, I learned my lesson and I need you to give me one last chance. We're not friends anymore. I moved on. I was not divinely guided to do this. I had sex with them. You're not helpless. And you can't forget about somebody because they're true love. I'm going to put the friendship back in. Who is it that's true love? Holy shit. There's a love triangle. And there's healing because this is a divine union. Can you clarify the divine union? I'm going to put the new love back in and the friendship's already back in. Who's the divine union? The one that you apologize to with your telepathy. Can you give me more specifics? They can't be trusted. The divine union can't be trusted. Wait a minute. Yeah. Why can't they be trusted? Because you can't let them go. Okay, so this friend over here that you were saying, I learned my lesson, I moved on, I wasn't divinely guided, that would be a lie. That was a lie. And saying that they weren't attractive, I don't think they were talking about them. I think they were saying that whoever they were married to is no longer attractive to them. And so they cheated with someone they're in love with. a new love. And they even said it was all in your head and said you were in denial and they were pushing your buttons on purpose so you would get mad. They started an argument with you so you would leave. What are you healing from? You first. I'm not making a move. You know where to find me. So you're healing from being stubborn. What's gonna be the outcome of that healing? Drama. Clarify the drama. There's a dying love, and you're not fighting it. You don't want to fight this dying love. Outcome of the divine union. You're going to make silent moves with the divine union. Why are you making silent moves? I'm telling you, it's that friend. Because you can't control yourself. Why can't you control yourself? Because you can't be alone right now and it's making you feel desperate. Why can't you be alone? Because of having a fling. What do you mean? Oh, they don't know you had a fling. You told them it was all in their head. But they're coming out of denial. You told them it wasn't that serious. And that you all kept it clean. And you just didn't send any pictures. You didn't send any text messages. Look, there's your friend support. I'm telling you. So you might have told this person that this didn't happen. But Spirit is telling you it did. That they cooked a meal. They had good boundaries. But this person was like, secretly somebody is so unattractive. And I just want to have sex with you. So they did. And it caused a love triangle. And now you're healing from the love triangle because you have a divine union. And I think the divine union is the one you had the affair with. Oh my God. I don't know though. We're going to double check that. It could be, it could be for some of you, yeah, for some of you, no. Because it's saying that you don't have telepathy when it comes to an apology. That would not be a divine union. Usually they have telepathy. Are you having an affair with the one who's the divine union? Take action. Don't stop. Improving health. Are you taking action because they're the divine union? No. It's not. You're not having an affair with the divine union. And it won't be a year from now either. You need to take action. You're not having an affair with the divine union. Ask for help from others. What's going to happen with you and this other person you're having the affair with? Are you going to stay together? Communicate clearly and don't look for a sign. Will you be with the one that you were with? Not the divine union, but the other one. Will you stay with them? No. No, you will not. Okay. Now, we're going to take this in a little bit of a different direction, and then we're going to do the Q&A, okay? Alright, so we see that they had sex with somebody behind your back, and you're leaving. You're getting in your car and leaving because you found out. Even though they lied to you and told you it was all in your head, and that they didn't do anything, they kept it clean, you know, blah, blah, blah. No. Okay. Show me how the person in this reading that I'm reading for that was having sex, show me how they feel about the person they had sex with. Because they were not the divine union, remember? Show me how they feel about the one they had sex with. They're tired of them and at their breaking point. Show me how they feel. I think the friend is the one that they are in love with. They're at peace, but they're not at their breaking point. Show me how they feel about the one they had the sex with. How do they feel about them? They're in pain. They're apprehensive, afraid, and cautious. And they're not obsessed. They don't adore this person. They're not addicted to them, and they're not infatuated with them. So they are hurt by the person that they're having sex with because they don't adore them. They have no attraction to them. Remember, they're not attractive. They're ugly. I hate to say they're ugly, but they're not attractive. All right, how does that person feel about you? Like there's a secret admirer, or that you're suppressing something, hiding something, and that you're timid. Why do they feel like you're resistant? Okay. Because you're divine masculine. So they know you have a divine union. The person you're having sex with knows you have a divine union. They might think they are your divine feminine. Look, and they want to return. Who does the divine masculine want to return to? Oh my God, y'all. The twin flame, but the twin flame's heart is not open. I guess not. You're having sex with someone else. The divine masculine wants to return to the twin flame. How does the twin flame feel besides their heart's not open? They're not pretending, they're not bluffing, and they're not exaggerating. How do they feel about divine masculine? Like rejection and farewell. Like divine masculine rejected them and left them, said goodbye, it's over. And then wanted to say they were sorry. Remember? Telepathy, apology. How do you feel about their apology? Sorrow, grief, and pain. You went through a lot of pain, a lot of sorrow, and a lot of grief because of how this person did you. They truly, truly hurt you. And you got in your car and you drove as far and as fast as you could go to try to outrun this pain. That's where your adventures, I think, started. Alright. So what is Divine Masculine's plan? He feels like it's time to stop spying or to spy from a fake account. What does he see when he spies? That you're not thinking about intimacy. That intimacy is not even on your mind. There's no new beginning. They want to apologize. How would you feel about an apology? You would feel like this would make you happy. It would help you to clear your head, and you'd feel better about this happening one day, someday, another time. Maybe. You see through clouded judgment. You're stressed, and there's no new beginning. How does Divine Masculine feel about this hot mess over here they had sex with? Confused, and like they have no lust. So, but they're nourishing. So they're confused because this person can be very nourishing, but yet they don't have any attraction to them. So they want to run. So it's kind of like, mommy, this is mommy? Are they treating you like they're mommy? Okay. Let's see what are the relationship problems between Divine Masculine and the one they're confused about. It's sex only. Can't make it up. They only have them for sex. They're tired of getting hurt. And there's no commitment. I think they're tired of hurting you because there's no commitment. All right, what are the relationship blocks between you and this divine masculine? They are being needy and there's no fear of losing you. It's like they have no fear of losing you and they're needy. Or you are. I don't think you are. Why do they feel like you're needy or they're needy? Because of criticizing and anxiety. So I think this person over here has criticized them and made them feel anxious to the point where they feel needy. They're not afraid of losing somebody. What are your relationship blocks? You're not settling, and you're not going to neglect yourself. Good for you. And you know you can't fix them. Good for you. You seem like a very healthy person. I think you're going to be fine. But these two right here, they have some work to do. I don't think they're going to work out. He might be the one getting in his car and driving as fast as he can away from all of this. Alright, let's see what he would say real quick to this person over here that he's having sex only with. I want to find out. He wants to come back to the twin flame, but their heart's not open to him because he cheated on them with someone he wasn't even attracted to. And he abandoned you for that person. How dare he? What a jerk. Alright, what would he say to the one he's having sex only with? I feel so lonely. And why do I deserve to be with somebody that makes me feel so lonely? You chose them. You chose them! Alright, what would Divine Feminine say to him? I can't do this right now. And I don't know where to start. I don't even know where to start here. I can't do this because I don't even know where to start. And what would Divine Masculine say to you? I was hurt by you. People don't believe in me. And I'm stuck in visions of us together. I need to figure myself out. I think what he's saying is I hurt you. And now you don't believe in me. And I can't get you out of my head. That's not your problem. And he's lonely with the person he's with. Let's see what the tarot has to say. I mean, only God knows what's going to happen here. Because if it were me, I probably would not give you a second chance unless God told me to give you a second chance. And then it would still be hard. Real hard. How are you working in this situation, Holy Spirit? Temperance came out. Definitely. Somebody needs to have some self-control here. What's the energy to overcome? Temperance is here. That's Sagittarius. The moon, I think, is in Gemini. Aquarius came out. The star. So the energy to overcome is the star. Hope. Why is that the energy to overcome? We're going to find out. And what's going to pull it together? You thinking this has hope when it really doesn't. Using good judges is what's going to pull it together. And the devil on the bottom of the deck. My throat chakra's trying to close. We have Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn. Alright, we're going to use the Twin Flame deck since we know that's what Spirit said not yet. First, we're going to look at it from this aspect. Why is Temperance here? Because this is a past life love. So you're being self-controlled and you're being patient with this past life love. This could be someone from a past life, Or it could be someone like an ex, just depending on how you believe. Why is the star here? Because you're on different pages when it comes to finances. So the energy to overcome is thinking that there's hope for a situation where you're on different pages when it comes to money. Alright, and why is judgment here? Because of rejecting somebody and needing to practice self-care. So, I'm going to tell you what I see here, okay? I see someone who's been very patiently waiting, and maybe not even waiting, but just being real patient and self-controlled. They're controlling themselves when it comes to this person from their past life. Why are they doing that? Because they're awakening to a decision. What decision? Trust and no children. So they're trusting you when it comes to no children. Alright, why are you on different pages about money? Because you regret this. What do you regret? Oh my God. That you were warned that somebody had an addiction and that there was no passion. So you regret that you did not pay attention to the warning signs of an addiction and that you had no passion. This person spends all your money on drugs. Alright, and why are you why are you using judgment to reject in self-care? That's a good thing. Because you've been going slow. What does that mean you're going to do different? Are you going to do something different? You're going to have obstacles to true love. So you've been rejecting someone who takes care of themselves, and you've not even been going slow. You've not even been going. What you're realizing that you rejected somebody who takes care of their self, and you haven't even been moving, or they haven't even been moving in your direction because of obstacles. And the obstacles are you being somebody who's got a drug problem, or them, and your abundance is a factor. Outcome of the true love. Why is the devil here? Because you guys are having time apart. And what are you going to do about that? Whoa. You're going to forgive? You're going to release, forgive, have stability, and set boundaries with somebody. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have your abundance again. So somebody's using your money for drugs, and you're realizing that you needed to use better judgment when it came to rejecting somebody you truly loved and causing obstacles. And I would assume they've been using your money for drugs. Okay, now, why is Temperance here from the Tarot? Temperance is here because of the dark night of the soul, the Lovers, and not being divinely guided. So, you had to go through a time where you were having to be controlling yourself through some dark, uncertain times that you chose, even though you weren't divinely guided. You chose to be with that person, knowing you weren't divinely guided to be with them. Why is the Star the energy to overcome? Because you're wishing. Wishing for what? The strength. Leo's here, Gemini's here, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Libra, and Capricorn. This could be the moon, but there's a moon card in here. Alright, what are you wishing for strength about? Disconnecting, the Four of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like you're wishing that you had the strength to withdraw your love. You don't love somebody, but you can't leave them out in the cold. Why can't you leave this person out? Because of them being a Queen of Pentacles that you want to move on from towards an Empress who's in reverse. So you wish that someone would be strong. This person, you can't leave them out in the cold to move towards this Empress. Why not? They're using drugs, or you are. Because of the Eight of Wands in reverse? Why is the Eight of Wands reversed? There's the moon. Because this ended and you were forbidden because you wouldn't learn your lesson. So you and this Empress ended because you wouldn't learn your lesson. There's a Cancer vibe here. That's the true moon. Over here you were going through dark times because you created them. This is the universe, the moon. This could actually just be uncertainty. It's complicated because you wouldn't learn your lesson. This Empress was smart. She was like, you're not ever going to learn your lesson. The hell with you. And so that's why you wish you had the strength. I think you wish you could convince this person to love you. Can you? Look what came out. Judgment. Judgment just clarified itself. Alright, what is your judgment? What are you seeing the truth about? What's the renewal, the past actions and consequences? What is your judgment? You're waiting for future plans and you need to choose a path. The Two of Wands. What are you going to choose? To move to the next stage in love and explore the unknown with the Queen of Cups. And it's somebody that you party with or you're friends with. Why are you moving towards the Queen of Cups? Because she's frozen. That must be the Empress. Why is she frozen? Because of being awakened. Awakened to what? A whole lot. That devil. The sexual encounter you had. You're the Emperor. You ghosted her. You moved slow in the wrong direction. And you bicker and fit. You were bickering and fighting. And it had to do with somebody's addiction. That's the judgment. This person is manifesting hope, but not manifesting hope. Outcome of you ghosting this person and bickering and fighting about it. There, oh, that goes here. Anxiety, your prison, you're a prisoner in your own mind, but there's about to be a tower. Why is a tower here? Because you're going to have a date. You don't realize that you're going to have a date. I'm going to put the Empress back in. And just to be fair, I'm also going to put the Queen of Pentacles back in. Okay? In different places. Who are you having the date with? Somebody who you're having to tame your hunger, who you want to have it all with. It's somebody that you are very attracted to. And look, you have told this person you want to go out with them. Who is this? And will they go out with you? It's the Hierophant. It's someone that you have a spiritual love and even like traditional type values. It's like you may even be in school with them or in a work. You have a contract somehow with them. Who are they? Okay. That says it all. I'm going to let this card stay out. It's a surprise. It's the person, the karmic partner, and the Three of Swords is what came out. That's the one you had the sex with. You're going on a date with the one you had the sex with because you're married to them maybe, and they want to have it all with you. So you're going out with them. And look, you have no strength. You're the King of Wands in reverse. You don't even know how to say no to this person. That's why this Empress won't have anything. Look, y'all party together too. What's going to be the outcome of that date? Ripped apart, the Seven of Wands in reverse, and the Eight of Cups. So, to keep from getting hurt, you're not going to stand up to your, you're not going to stand up and say, hey, look, whatever. You're just going to walk away, or they are. Somebody's going to walk away to keep from getting hurt. Yeah. It could be somebody you work with or that you have been in a third party situation with. Outcome of walking away. You're going to be humiliated. You're not going to know what to do, and you're going to be internally conflicted. Why are you internally conflicted? Because of the Knight of Cups. There's a Pisces vibe here. Why are you showing as a Knight of Cups? Because you're healing from this. Use your intuition. Where are you moving on that horse towards that love? To the one that you rejected. And what might be the outcome there? That's why the Temperance is here. The Temperance is here, and that's also what you have this idea about. You're healing from all of this, and now you want to go back to the one that you truly love. You're spying on them from a fake account. How might they handle that if you ask them to see them, or if you text them and want to talk to them? Whoa. This could be a Gemini for sure, or a Libra, or an Aquarius. It's an air sign, and they're going to be like, you're an asshole. For real. Why are you offering me anything? You hurt me. And what will you do with the offer? Oh my God. You have two women here. A Queen of Wands, a Queen of Pentacles, and then you have a friend. So what will you do with the offer? They're going to tell you to take your offer back to the people that you've been sleeping with. That they don't need this drama in their life. They don't need the confusion. You have too many choices. What will happen to the Empress? She's hiding her feelings. She's seeing this from a different perspective. And she can't get over this relationship. She's hiding it from you. And look, she has an Ace of Cups showing up. So she might have a new relationship. What's the Four of Wands? She is putting up boundaries herself and defending herself. So yeah, she can't get over this, but she's over this, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, she's got better sense in this. She knows she needs to heal. There's an Ace of Cups and there's a Star. Both of you need to heal. But he has hurt her so bad. Anything good coming of this? It's divine time for somebody to stop being a player. It's over. Being a player needs to end. And will they stop? There's a Sagittarius to this. The Sun is here. The Nine of Wands is here. And the Seven of Pentacles is here. So they are going to reevaluate all the things that they've put themselves and others through. And hopefully grow and have happiness in life. That's where the hope comes in. Because they need to face justice. They've never really faced justice. And will they face justice? There's going to be an argument. Why are they arguing? Because of somebody having a money focus, a King of Cups, spying from a fake account, and being codependent. So you're going to tell this person, you need to stop focusing on money, and loving somebody is not spying and using them. You've been using somebody for money or vice versa. And you've kept me waiting for an eternity. What the hell do you want from me? Why are you even here? Why are you even coming at me after everything you've put me through? You've been with all these women. None of them are me. You don't give a shit about me. You don't care what I'm going through in my life. This is how I feel about this person. Get in your car and drive to Tacoma, sweetheart. Because this person is a player. And unless they're going to really stop being a player, and not too many of them do, it's saying here they didn't learn their lesson. And that's why this ended. And that's why you've been forbidden to be with them. You have forbidden them to be a part of your life because they have played with you. Alright, what might happen if things change? If they do stop being a player? Why is Temperance here? Oh my God. Because use your intuition about somebody having the courage to change and an Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Star here for overcoming? Because your ancestors and guides are going to give somebody sun, strength, and empowerment. And why is Judgment here? Because of your family, home, and commitment. Wow. And why is the Devil on the bottom of the deck? Because you're going to have a spark and a renewal where there's been no communication or travel. Outcome of that spark. Healing and self-worth. Y'all, I can't believe what I'm seeing. Why is somebody lying? Because they have not been able to have unity. Why not? Because of not having wish fulfillment. So what's going to change? They're going to stop having fear. What are they so afraid of? What is this person so afraid of? They need to love themselves. They're afraid. They have doubts that they can actually have freedom. It's like they are with this other person that's unattractive because they're afraid of being alone. So what might be the ultimate outcome here? Toxicity. What about toxicity? They're going to stop self-sabotaging and putting themselves through darkness. How are they going to do that? They're going to stop lying and make a decision. What decision? Holy shit. Holy shit. They're going to make a decision that they want to have a passionate new beginning with Divine Feminine, who is their twin flame. They're going to stop lying about who she is. They've been wearing a mask. Look, karma, balance, and justice. You remember I said they need to face justice? They just did. They just did. Outcome for her. She's not going to be present. Why is she not going to be present? Because she's already released you and purged you. And she knows you spy. Is she going to, will she change her mind? Only if you let go of the third party and you get justice. She wants justice. What would justice look like, sweetheart, for you? You've been hurt so badly. Someone needs to get in their north node. What else? Come out of your denial. There's a hot attraction here, and you need to end the cycle. What happens if they end that cycle? That means you would take off your facade about your belief and stop pretending to be someone you're not. You need to also get a foundation. She wants a man who can take care of himself. She can take care of herself. She can run an empire all by herself. But she wants you to love yourself and stop being so afraid of being alone that you have to stay with someone that you're not even attracted to because they're like a mommy to you. That's so sad. So sad. Alright, I want to look at one more thing and then we're going to move on. Where is Divine Masculine in this process? He's not feeling the vibes. Vibes of what? The fall. What about the fall? He's not feeling the vibes this fall. About, he hasn't learned his lesson. Where's Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine has no barriers whatsoever. What's connecting these two? Forgiveness. And somebody is needing to awaken. And will they? Devotion is here. No pride and ego. Outcome of their devotion. Somebody's going to release someone. Can you clarify the release? It's where they're no longer going to be stuck. What do you mean they're not going to be stuck? Oh my God. Where they've been bound to the person or drugs or alcohol, they're no longer going to be bound and a victim. They're going to be separated from that. And then what might be y'all's outcome? No conclusion. What do you mean no conclusion? Somebody's contemplating settling. It's not quite time. Why is it not time? Because somebody is... You need to stop being on pause. Your twin flame is in reverse. Why are you on pause? Because something wasn't received. Why wasn't it received? Because you stopped communicating. Because of a karmic partner who wasn't seeing the signs, and you admired this twin flame and wanted to take action. And that karmic partner, you were hiding that from them. Your tribe is here. You haven't been talking to them because of this karmic partner. So what are you going to do about that? Abandon. What do you mean you're not going to abandon? You're going to have a fresh start. You're going to use your free will and have a fresh start. With whom or how? I don't understand. Why aren't you abandoning them? Because you're going through a dark night of the soul and there's not going to be a union. Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine's not going to do it. Why not? Because she's going in a new direction this winter. Good for her. I don't blame her. I don't blame her. You don't deserve her. If you get this woman, it'll surprise me. This woman knows her worth. And she is not playing around at all. She is not. She is not playing around. She is not into this relationship at all. Any guidance here, Spirit? Guidance, please. The Ice Queen and the Arrow Master in reverse with the High Lady of Love and Compassion. Ice Queen, number 28. I'm going to take a break and then we'll do questions if we have any. Thank y'all so much for all the love. You guys are amazing. If you only knew how much I appreciate your support. I have worked so hard to get this channel up and off the ground. And without you guys, I could have never gotten this far. And I am so eternally grateful for you all. You know who you are. You're my faithful, faithful friends. The Ice Queen. And some of you are my new faithful friends. And I know that. The Ice Queen has come to block your movement for your highest good. Let your ideas be preserved until later. You can thaw them out and use them at another time when they will best serve. The realm of the Ice Queen is the place of non-action. And now it is a perfect time to take a look at how far you've come and ask yourself for a reclarification of your highest goals. Not all the plans can be not all your plans can be accomplished at this moment. In fact, putting them on ice allows for the perfect timing later on. Don't be too hasty in trying to reach your goal, or even better, an even better one, will present itself if you surrender and spend the winter with the Ice Queen. And that's what Divine Feminine's doing. She's going in a whole new direction. Perhaps, too, you're trying to do too many things at once. This is a good occasion to choose only one thing and focus on, and let the Queen, the Ice Queen, put the other things in the deep freeze until the appropriate time. She'll let you know when it's time for them to thaw. Number 10, the Arrow Master. You need a whole new target. What this card is saying is you're wasting your time shooting arrows at a target that you can't make. You just can't hit the target. The Arrow Master appears to let you know that if you continue on your present course, you could be shooting yourself in the foot. You're being challenged now to take a look at the motives behind why you want to reach your goal at all. Is this the path of your true destiny? Or the lure of fantasy and ego desires? Are you setting your intention to win something away from someone, from another, or to get what you want, whether or not it's good for you at all? Remember also that life is not a competition. The concept of competition is flawed and encourages a perception of lack. Your time will come. Be very clear that you're pointing in the right direction and don't chase your arrow. If your intention is to find an easier, softer way or shortcut to your goal, it's time to give that up. Since it won't work in the long run, don't be seduced by quick, get it now ideas. This is a time to ask for the highest intention, to replace the old ones. Sometimes a new set of arrows and another target altogether is needed. Then you can never miss your target. And I'm going to tell you right now, I feel like I'm reading to a karmic partner. What has this person done? What is this karmic partner up to? They're not setting the record straight. What would be setting the record straight? That somebody likes to go to the gym and they've been fake friends. Alright, why are they saying this? Because somebody is falling apart and it's game over. Outcome of game over. See, they need to find a new target. Divine Feminine has a new target, and Divine Masculine ruined his chances at her. Somebody's been arguing and putting other people in their place because of doing drugs, getting a room, and being jealous. And they're into sports. Yeah. That, I've been reading right now for a karmic partner. Not all of it, but this part right here, yes. Page 1. Maybe not for all of you, but for some of you. The High Lady of Love and Compassion. When the High Lady of Love and Compassion chooses to be your ally, she brings you deep and meaningful messages. She reminds you that only love is real. It's the sole, unconditional, and true power behind all means of manifestation out of the onset of the material. Love's greatest creative power is ignited by the conscious action of compassion, generosity of the heart, reverence, respect, and empathy for all living things bring you profound power to live a life of happiness and contentment. Love, compassion, and kindness to all must be the impulse behind your thoughts, feelings, and actions when your intention is to create prosperous and abundance in life. Unconditional love will be returned tenfold. The High Lady also reminds you that when she chooses to be your ally, she brings you evidence that you're loved. All manner of synchronicity align in your favor. If your question refers to a relationship, you're required to think of the other person and inquire what is his or her highest good. Give selflessly without asking for or expecting anything in return, and let go. What is yours will come to you. Kindness always returns somehow. You will surely receive that which you give in more ways than you can imagine. And now I feel like I'm talking to Divine Masculine. Because you're not going to get her back by being the same asshole that lost her. Can you show me what's going on with Divine Masculine's money? I caught it with my thighs. The Divine Masculine gay is going on with your money. What about Divine Feminine? Divine Feminine, you're comfortable, you're happy, and you're not at a crossroads. Why is Gaia here for Divine Masculine? Because of being a perfectionist and making an investment in the past. Somehow I think you're doing something with herbalism. And somebody's money will not come to a halt. Is there anything connecting the two of you financially? Caution, somebody's going to have luck, be self-made, and have options. They're not planning this. Their money's not coming to a halt, and they're going to have a windfall. Why are you cautioning them? Because of transportation and because of gossip. Why are people gossiping? What are they saying? That somebody has been cyberbullying. You were being bullied online, or there's been somebody who suffered from it. Alright, what else? There's been a girl fight and somebody's been creeping. What else? Somebody's been rejected. They can't move on because they're hooked. So what are they going to do? Hit the jackpot and impersonate somebody. And what's going to be the outcome of that? Because that's it. They're going to use scarcity tactics. They're going to be a boss daddy. They're going to make a dirty offer. And they have a bad reputation. And they need to clean themselves up. They need to clean up their act. Let me find out you're impersonating me and doing readings for people in my name. Spirit, is anyone doing that to me? Is anyone using my name to do readings for profit? Forgiveness. Don't trust. Are they going to get karma for this? Helpful people, wait. If you believe. Wait for what? They're not going to have any success. No. Let me find out. Cyberbullying. Alright, Maya, are you going to be, who's Arushi? Who's helping? Arushi! There's my darling. I can't see today. Yes, make sure they subscribe, baby. Awesome! You're both here. Mwah! I love you guys so much. Thank you so much. Can I take a quick break before we get started? I gotta let Otto out. I'll be right back, okay? Give me like 3 minutes. Thank you guys. Don't run off now. I'm coming right back to answer your questions. Give me 3 minutes. I just got to stretch my legs and let my dog out. Okay. If you want to, you can go ahead and get them to post their first question. I'll be happy for you to do that. Come on, Otto. Come on, baby. Come on, baby boy. I know. Would you like to come out too? Would you like to come out too? Oh, you don't want to fuss again. Fussy, fussy, fussy. You're a fussy, fussy, fussy boy. Come on, Otto. Cosmo's behaving himself, and I'm so proud of him. Good boy, Cosmo. Good boy. And you behave too, and stop asking for treats. One treat is enough. One treat is enough for you. Get off my head. Yeah, Mama's a pretty girl. Mama's a pretty girl. Hush. Got my hands full, y'all. Got my hands full. I'm coming. I'll be right there. You don't get treats. You do not get dog treats. No, no, no. You can't have a dog treat. No. No, 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 no. Get up here and drink your Mountain Dew. Are you going to behave? Are you going to behave? Gotta stay on my shoulder. You don't bite me. No. Alright, Cosmo's decided he wants to come back, so I'm going to let him. I'm trying to put my hair up. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you so much. I'll answer as many questions as we have. Let me get my hair up. Cosmo, stop being a bully. Get on my shoulder, baby. Get on my shoulder. Okay. Let's see what we got here. I'm sorry I can't see well. Hey, Kailash, what's up? Who's first? You hear me say Kailash? You love Kailash? You love Kailash? What are you doing? Yeah, you know there's supposed to be a candle there. Yes, you do. Hold on. Pose the first question, okay? You know where the candle goes. You're so smart. You're so smart. Yeah, you're so smart. Yes, you are. Did you see that? You couldn't see it, but he knew the candle had gone out. He's a smart boy. Yes, he is a smart boy. Oh, this was left on the table after the last reading. It says, one's mind, once stretched by new ideas, never regains its original dimensions. Okay, thank you, Manya. Thank you, baby. Love the butterflies. Okay, Lola. Lola, my Sagittarius friend. I'm a Sagittarius also, or an Ophiuchus. I see. Yes, thank you. It says, I have... You have a villa and you want to sell it. Should you sell it or not? Okay, let's see. Get up here. Get up here on my shoulder. On my shoulder. If you want to play cards, you got to behave. On my shoulder. Spirit, may I see if Lola should sell her villa or not? Should Lola sell her villa? Ask for help from others, but success. Should Lola sell her villa? May I see Spirit? Spirit guides, angels, and the divine. May I see if Lola should sell her villa? Should Lola sell her villa? Yes or no? May we have a yes or no, please? Should Lola sell her villa? Should Lola sell her villa? May I see, please? Be assertive and don't look for a sign. Yes. Yes. You need to be assertive, but don't look for a sign. Do it. So if you've been asking Spirit for a sign, don't wait for that. Sell it. Yes. I'm getting a yes, Lola. Okay. Now we have Sophie. Hey. You're welcome, Lola. Hyping. You can hype the video. That's what it's called. Okay, Sophie, are you here, baby? Post your question if you're here, sweetie. Okay, there you are. Is Michael missing me? Let's find out. Is Michael missing Sophie? May I see, please, if Michael... I smell a very beautiful perfume. Someone's wearing a lovely perfume. I smell it. Is Michael missing Sophie? May I see, please? Is Michael missing Sophie? May I see, please? Angel, spirit guides, and the divine Holy Spirit. May I see if Michael is missing Sophie? Is Michael missing Sophie? You're ready? Let go. You're ready to let go. Spirit's saying you're ready to let go. But is he missing her? Perfect timing. Perfect timing, does that mean yes or no? You don't believe it. Spirit's saying you're ready to let go. It's the perfect time for you to let go. And don't believe it. There's no need to worry, though. I'm going to ask one more time. Is Michael missing Sophie? No. Spirit said no. And you're ready to let go. I can't make it up. Spirit wants you to let go of Michael, Sophie. May I see how Michael feels about Sophie? How does Michael feel about Sophie? Trapped and not shocked. He feels like you're trapped. And he's not shocked. Hey, Asha. Alright, Sophie posted. Is Asha next? Yeah. Okay. What can I do to attract more love into my life? Or what energies are affecting my relationships right now? All right, let's see. Let me, come here. What are you doing? What are you doing in there? Let me grab my water real quick. How can she attract more love into her life? I'm going to pull a card for you to see how you can attract more love into your life, okay? How can Asha attract more love into her life? May I see, please? I'm going to take them both. I'm going to have to take them all three. All right, bear with me. Number 22. Free spirit. When we have an active imagination, we can forget to use it for dreams and instead let it create nightmares. There's something you've been worrying about. There's no need to torment yourself. Let go of any thoughts, attitudes, or beliefs that are based in fear. They are not helpful, necessary, or accurate. Everything has a positive and loving purpose, even if we cannot see it or know right away. You'll find a loving solution comes to you more easily and at the perfect time as you choose to avoid dreadful thinking. Let yourself be free to feel positive about your future and know that everything is going to be okay. And then Finch Spirit Guide, number 11. It's a good time to experiment with how to best care for your mind, body, and soul. It's not about... Sorry, I was making sure Cosmo wasn't getting into anything. It's not about being perfect. It's about finding what works best for you. You are in a phase of your life where giving back to yourself is important. Perhaps you have been sharing a lot of yourself with others, or have come through a challenging time, or in the near future will be stepping up to share more soul fire than ever before. I'm sorry. All that you need to know right now is that it's the right time to take especially good care of you. So right now you need to take care of yourself, okay? And stop being so afraid. And then number 15. Believe that you are worthy of an amazing life. You don't need to feel guilty or hold yourself back to make anyone else feel comfortable. You don't need to be timid or uncertain, worrying that you are becoming too much for someone else or asking too much of the universe. Living a great life is not about competition with anyone else. Living a great life helps inspire others to do the same. It doesn't take anything away from anyone else. If your dreams both excite and scare you, that's a good thing. Give yourself permission to go for it. Go after what you want with a happy heart. Okay, so it's time for you to stop being afraid, take care of yourself, and go after what you want. Cosmo just lost a feather while I was doing your reading. He lost a feather, so you could find a feather. Alright, and I want to look at one more thing for you. Because you asked me 2 questions. Get on my shoulder, baby. Can you get on my shoulder? Sure thing. Good boy. Good boy. Good Cosmo. Cosmo's a good boy. Sometimes. Alright, what's holding Asha back from finding true love? Asha, nothing. You're being patient, you're being self-controlled, and you're going to have wish fulfillment, and you're going to meet a man who may be an earth sign. They're going to be secure and abundant, a fatherly, oh my God, the 2 of Cups. Yes, and the Queen of Cups underneath. You just need to know the truth about yourself and how beautiful you are and how intuitive and how loving and how nurturing and how you just need to know the truth about yourself. You're going to have a relationship with a King of Pentacles very soon. I'm going to see if I can find out when for you, okay? When might this relationship with the King of Pentacles come? May I see, please, when she might have this relationship? Get out of that drawer. When might she have this relationship? Later than you think, in the morning. When will the King of Pentacles become a part of her relationship? Stop getting into my cards and get up here on my damn shoulder now. You're about to make me mad. About to, you already have. Stop obsessing in the morning. When will she meet the King of Pentacles that's going to be in her love relationship? King of Pentacles, when will he be here? Allow things to come, Spirit says. It's not the right time in reverse. So it's the right time to allow things to come. Can you give us a date? Holy Spirit, may we have a date for her? What's the date? It said not in this lifetime. What's the date, Spirit? This year. It's going to be this year. And not in July. So, it's what, already September? You only have a few more months. So, I'm expecting to hear from you that you're going to meet this person in the next few months. But just to be sure, I'm going to pull another timing deck. Just to be sure. When will she meet this King of Pentacles and be in a relationship with him? May I see, please? Not in April. Something could be significant about April. Not in June. Not in the spring. Maybe you're wondering if you've already met them. Not in October. Alright, when? Not within the next 6 months. In November. In November. Not on a cloudy day. So it's going to be a clear day in November when you meet this person. Okay? And I want you to come back. Come back anyway. But you're not doing anything wrong. You're attracting a King of Pentacles. to your life. That's beautiful. And you're going to meet this man. Why did my candle go out? In November. I have another candle lit, but that's very bizarre. Okay. Alright. Who is next? Thank you, Asha. I want to see if I can show y'all something. While I wait for the next question. Cosmo, get off my head. It's not recognizing my face with you on my head. I don't know. Okay. There's been 20 threats found, okay, in YouTube. See that? 20 threats found in YouTube. I want to show you what it's saying. Look at this. It's saying that somebody's doing a giveaway. A giveaway, a giveaway, a giveaway, a giveaway. September 13th, the 6th, the 2nd, August 31st, August 31st, August 30th, August 30th, August 24th, 23rd, and 21st. We recommend editing or removing the post. If you think your account was compromised, change your password immediately. So somebody on my YouTube...
See, the world will...
So if they would have had creative thoughts and they would have been thinking, I'm okay, I can do this, I can pay this money back or whatever. It says, I say out to every negative thought that comes in my mind. It shows me where it's being said at. I just wanted y'all to see that. And before that, it was saying that people were saying things that were a threat to travel. Is there someone else with a question? Last night you had a dream and you can't figure out why. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out why you had a dream last night. How can we figure that out, Spirit? go with this deck. Spirit, can you show me why
You'll need to unlock your iPhone first.
Arushi had a dream last night? Show me about the dream Arushi had last night. May I see, please? The dream Arushi had last night. May I see, please? Why did she have the dream? May I see why she had the dream? Whoa, card in the wrong deck. Hold up. That's why I chose this deck. I started to choose that deck. That's wild. Alright, can you show me why she had this dream last night? Okay. Alright, so far I've got the owl and the elephant spirit with, come here, the otter spirit on the bottom of that deck. Okay, so learn from the past. You see clearly now, and you are never alone. So you had the dream because you were learning from the past and seeing clearly what you learned from the past. And you are never alone. For some reason, Spirit wants you to know you're never alone. And this card says, take a reality check. Take a reality check. So I think that you were dreaming this, so you would take a reality check. That's the full moon in Capricorn. Somehow the full moon in Capricorn is significant. You were learning from the past by taking a reality check in your dream. And you were seeing the truth very clearly. And you're realizing you're never truly alone. I want to pull tarot on this and see if I can find out. Cosmo, you're about to go back in the cage now. I can't concentrate on the readings with you all over me. I'll be right back. I'm sorry. Come on. You can't do this. You're very distracting. How can we find out what's going on if you're distracting us? Get on your cage and stay there. Come back in here and bother me no more. Let me find I don't want to use that deck of tarot up there. I want to use a different deck. I'm going to use these for your reading. Alright, why was she needing to take a reality check? The Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords, and the Ten of Cups. So it had to do with a new opportunity. There's someone here who you have a lot of love and compassion for, but I don't think they have the love and compassion in return. And maybe you feel like you took an opportunity with them because you love them, okay? This is a reality check. This is what you're realizing, all right? What did you learn from the past? You learned that failing to recognize a magical opportunity, missing the point, the distractions of daily life, being discontent or bored, and lost in your own world, and somebody needs to wake up. So you took a reality check, and it was because of an opportunity, something new you started, because or with a person who can come across as kind of cold, and he's the King of Swords. He's intelligent, impartial, respected, but he's stoic. And receiving, and you get wise advice, and remain objective, fair-minded. They're a public speaker. They communicate clearly, and unemotional relationships or being emotionally unavailable. So you have an opportunity because someone else is, and I call this person kind of an asshole. I mean, they are, but people have a lot of love for them, or they have a lot of love for others. They just don't know how to show it. And you're realizing that in your dream. And what you're doing is you're learning from this person's, or from whatever part you played in this, you're learning from that somebody was failing to recognize how much of an opportunity they had. They missed the point. They got distracted by daily life. They were discontent and bored and lost in their own little world and needed to wake up. Okay? So I think you realize that this man had an opportunity that could have been very fulfilling, but they need to wake up. Alright, and then the owl, you see clearly now. What do you see? Interesting. Do what you love. Recognition for your highest quality of work, especially creative endeavors. Being paid well for your craft. Working with others. An excellent reputation. So, what you're seeing is that somebody is very good at what they do. But they don't care. They don't really want to be involved, or they just don't. They're missing the point. They're bored. They're discontent. They're just not emotionally fulfilled by the opportunity. And why are you never alone? Because of the Hierophant in reverse. Because somebody's always watching you. You're going to take the next step. Be bold, ambitious, and make choices. You're going to partner with others who share your dreams and expand on your plans and continue to move forward. So what you're realizing is that you're not alone. You're not alone in this. If this person doesn't want to wake up and smell the roses and realize how much they have to be grateful for, look at this tree with all the fruit on it. And there's even an angel behind this person. And they're sitting there looking at all the empty cups. Do you see the food the fruit that they could make orange juice out of or apple juice out of. I mean, this person could fill those cups if they really wanted to fill them. But they don't care if they're full. They're pouting. They're sitting under a tree pouting because they haven't gotten their way. And I think you're realizing that. And I think you're learning from the past. It's like this person had a golden opportunity and you realize that. But they acted like they could care less. And you're learning from their past that acting like that is not going to get you what you want out of life. You have to work hard. You have to be determined. You have to be creative. You can't sit under a tree waiting for someone else to do it for you. Perhaps he was working with this lady who is very creative, who worked her hiney off, and he did nothing. Not really. That's what your dream was about. And then somehow within this commitment, it could have been someone at school or at work. They were watching, and it almost looks like guarding others, trying to stop others from moving forward. What's going to be the outcome here? Interesting. Somebody's going to focus on the negative. Things not turning out the way they anticipated. There's going to be forgiveness of self or others. And everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. See the Five of Cups. This person that you dreamed about, look, and they also are someone you have to be careful about because they can be very, these are their friends, and you see what they're doing with the chips? Stealing them from their friends and pretending like they're not. So this is someone that you cannot trust. And Spirit's showing you the truth about this. Now, what you do with it is on you. What should you do with it? What should she do with it, Spirit? Your spirit guides are going to handle it. Your spirit guides are going to handle it. Anything else? Nature came out. Staying grounded. One more time I'm hearing. Somehow coins. Money. And you're going to find feathers. That's what you should do about it. Is there anything else she should do about it out of here? You need to be the Queen of Wands. You need to be creative, charismatic. You need to be outgoing. You need to speak out. You need to speak your mind. You know, I've said it on this channel before. Women on this channel have a voice, and I want them to use it. Regardless of what goes on in other countries, in this country, women have a voice, and I expect them to use their voice. So you're going to be a very charismatic, very creative, very outgoing, very outspoken, very kind, generous, compassionate, loving woman. That's how you're going to handle the situation. You might be a fire sign, I don't know. But if not, you're going to look at here, an Ace of Cups. You're going to have a new opportunity to do something you love. Look at the dolphin. Look at the mermaid. What a beautiful dream. I don't even know what you dreamed about, but it's got beautiful meaning. Hold on, what? Okay, what's up? You're welcome, Marushi. Kailash, baby, you got a question? There's another card here. You're going to sing your own song. It was either with you see clearly now, or with you learning from the past. You're going to sing your own song. You're learning that you have a voice. Wow. Interesting reading. Alright, Kailash, what's up, baby? I'm having so much trouble seeing. Sorry. Okay. What's next for you, Kailash? Let's see. I'm sorry, my eyes are dry. What's next for Kailash? May I see, please? Sacred Destiny. What's next for Kailash at home? Kailash, at home, you're going to have security. Alright, how about work? Ooh. At work, You're not embracing, but you're being patient. You're at a standstill, and you're going to have miracles. Surprises for Kailash. Kailash, your community is not going to have any power, surprisingly. Alright, your love life? You could lose your electricity or something. Something going on with your power and your community. Your love life is going to have abundance. Alright, what's your role? What's your role? There we go. Your role, Kailash, is to focus and be in leadership. You're going to focus and be in leadership. And what's your outcome? Whoa. That's a lot of cards. What's the outcome? There's going to be some change. Your outcome is going to be change. And you're not going to take a risk. Alright. Let's look at this. Show me the security at home. The Sun and Temperance are here. Show me security at home, please. The Four of Wands. So your home is secure. You're going to have a very passionate, happy home. Alright, what about work? What? You're going to have... You are going to take a risk. You've had unexpected setbacks, but you're going to take a risk. The Fool is here. Outcome of the risk. Your judgment is here. You're going to earn your reward from taking that risk after the setback. And what's your surprise? Your surprise is that you're going to be victorious. And your love life? Holy shit, Kailash. The King of Pentacles came out with the Two of Cups. And abundance. You're going to have abundance in your love life. You're going to be the King of Pentacles and have a relationship. Clarify the Two of Cups. A King of Swords. So you're going to have a relationship that you're going to love with a man. I'm not saying it's a sexual relationship. You could have a, this could be a boss that's going to bring abundance to your life. That could be the risk you're taking. Alright, but you may have a relationship with a man. I don't know. I don't think you're into men. But there's a man in your life that you love that's going to be in a relationship with you that's going to bring you abundance. Alright, and your role? Your role is to be all in determined. Focus. You're in leadership. And the outcome, what's the change? The change is there's an Empress with disconnected information. Why is her information disconnected? because she made plans too quick, and it wasn't time for something to end. So what's going to be the outcome of that? It's not going to end. What is going to happen? There's going to be a tower. And can you clarify the tower? The Eight of Swords, the Hierophant in reverse, reassessing your priorities, the Two of Pentacles, and unbalanced taking. So, there's an older woman in your life who's an empress. She runs an empire, okay? She's like the mother, the grandmother, or whatever. She made some real fast plans to end something, but it didn't end. And so there's going to be a tower moment. And that tower is going to cause some doubt, some self-doubt about whether or not you should get involved in this. It's like a contract you sign or something you commit to. And you're going to reassess your priorities because of unbalanced taking. Alright? And you feel like this is moving too slowly. Alright, so what might be the outcome if you take that risk? And because it said you weren't going to take a risk. What if you do, what if you reassess this and decide to give more? Fill in the blank. Can you show me more about what that means? It means that you're going to show somebody that you care. This is somebody that is even romantic. I mean, if this is your child, they're like the most handsome child. They are gifted. They are romantic. They can also be a little fickle. Like, they talk a big game. Why is he here? Who's he in love with? A Queen of Swords. That's in reverse. Why is she in reverse? Because she's trying to see this differently. What is she seeing? That somebody is Seven of Cups. Like, you have way too many choices and you don't always make good choices. And that's why you and her fight. So what you going to do different here? The Death card came out in reverse. Why are you not going to change anything? Because of the Chariot. Major Arcana's here. Why is the Chariot here with Death? Because of being unhappy and independent. And you need to be tempered. You need to be in control of yourself. So you won't change. Instead of changing, you're just deciding, I'm going to get over this. But you're not going to be happy by yourself. So instead, you need to temper yourself. Where you have all those choices and they're not all good ones, you need to make better choices. Outcome of being happy and making better choices. Stability. Control. You'll be able to control yourself. Anything else Kailash needs to know? Kailash, somebody is hiding deceit. Why are you telling Kailash this? Because the truth is going to come out about this deceit. And then what might happen? Use your intuition. Somebody is not putting in what they're getting out of something. Okie dokie. I do want to give you one more thing before we close. I want to give you a little guidance. I'm going to see if I can just get one card to give you some guidance. Guidance for Kash Spirit. Thank you so very much. The High Lord of Gratitude and Service in reverse. I'm having so much trouble seeing. When the High Lord of Gratitude and Service comes to challenge you, he signals a time for deep self-inventory. Ask yourself if your desires are driving you to become more self-serving. Have you forgotten to help others? Are you so focused on arriving at your goal or destination that you have become isolated from the ones who care about you? Do your ambitions relate to making yourself special apart from others or better than they are? Have you become competitive, envious, or driven? The High Lord of Gratitude and Service challenges you to accept a gentle gift in the form of a new perception of wealth and ambition. There's an ancient saying scrawled on an old stone wall. True ambition is not what you believe it to be. No focus on winning a jeweled prize. No amount of pomp and circumstance will achieve true prosperity. True ambition is the deep desire to live usefully and walk humbly under the grace of the divine in service to all. You can also apply this to relationships. The impulse to have your own way or control how things will be serves only to push away the ones you love. You can also apply this to relationships. The impulse to have your own way or control how things will be serves only to push away the ones you love. It creates an energy block that repels your desired outcome so that it's far out of reach. Let go and let the divine lead you to the highest outcome. In a tiny, still moment of surrender, miracles are born. Remember your miracles at work? When you shift your perception in alignment with the High Lord, success will indeed be yours. And then the Chess Queen, number 30. I got the wrong glasses on, but it just depends on the day. The Chess Queen has all the tools you need to aid you in your quest for a life of purpose, peace, and prosperity. When she arrives as your ally, you're given the task of asking Spirit for a vision of your life. Ask also to know the right actions to ensure your part in this process of unfolding. Then, with a sense of trust, allow the strategy to be given unto you by the divine. Are your own goals and desires in alignment with the divine's plan for your life? This is a reminder that there is your plan and then there is the divine plan for your life. When you're in alignment with the latter, all manner of messages are delivered to aid you in taking the next right action for your life. The chess queen says that you will win this game as long as you let Spirit choose your next moves. Follow your bliss and the inspired messages delivered by your soul. You cannot lose. When you enter the realm of the chess queen, and she appears as your ally. Okay? So that's just a little bit of guidance for you along your journey with whatever it is you're doing. I hope that helped you. I love you. I've missed you. And I hope to see you back moderating someday soon. And I really hope that we can take the channel in a direction where people really feel loved and appreciated, and where we can get new people to get their questions answered. Because, as you know, I appreciate the ones that are faithful and that are always there for me, and I always want to be there for you. But we also have to allow new people to get their questions answered also, because those new people are going to be our faithful people as well. You know what I'm saying? And so I just want to make sure that we're making sure that we let new people have an opportunity as well. And I've been able to do that lately, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have met so many new people. It means the world to me. All right, Spirit, who are you talking to? North Node, J, I, Neptune, C, D, P, L, T, number 8. That could have been Pisces also. C, A, Q, Jupiter, H, H, Y, Aries, number 4, H again. A lot of H's. And look, I found a little feather that goes in my trinket bowl. Uh-oh. That landed on... Uh-oh. J-E. No. J-O. J-O or L-O. Okay. Who else? If you don't hear your initials, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. You know if it's your reading. You all have an intuition that is so sharp and so on point and so much stronger than even mine. You guys are gifted. If you are drawn to this channel, because I do not promote the channel. So if you're drawn here, you're drawn here because you're gifted. I was told a long time ago that this channel would be for people who are gifted so that they can have a place to come and to be refilled, so that they could get refilled. Okay, we've got Aquarius, we've got Jupiter, we've got number 5, PMFMJAR. And I think the reason why Spirit chose me to do that, because I had readers in the beginning tell me, you'll never make it. Your videos are too long. Nobody has time to watch your whole video. And I said, you know what? I appreciate you giving me the feedback, but Spirit told me to do my videos and to stop when Spirit said stop. And I don't know that you can watch necessarily all of it at once. You might have to go back and rewatch it if it's your video. But I feel that Spirit has allowed this to be a refilling station for those who are gifted and anointed and called and who have a calling on their life, because you can be yourself here. You don't have to be perfect here. You don't have to put on a front here. You just be yourself, and it's okay to be yourself. It's okay to not be perfect. It's okay to be you, because Spirit doesn't choose us because we're perfect. Spirit chooses us because we're chosen. It has nothing to do with us. The only thing it has to do with us is that we got chosen. But Spirit chose us for whatever reason and doesn't give us that reason. But we have been chosen to do something special for Spirit. And this is your refilling station where you can come and let down your hair and be yourself, and you can do whatever you need to do to refuel. Okay? And I love you. All of you. KPMTDWB Mercury Aquarius number 12. Let me double check something. Yeah, Mercury. I'm gonna go one more time. 5. Okay. Scorpio. JNLYB North Node LZ. Okay, that's gonna be a wrap for that. And I am gonna get one trinket bowl. Just one. I already have a feather. Trinkets for this reading, Spirit. Speak to somebody and let them know that you're speaking just to them. Let them know, please. Okay. Somehow there's an engagement ring involved in this. The diamond. Drive safe. I need you here with me. Remember, I'm going to drive to Tulsa. I have a pendulum. You might have a pendulum. You might use one. I have a feather, a fancy heart, a crown, a bird, a deer, a buck. Somebody has a deer in their yard. She believes she could. No. Never, never, never give up. Sorry. A 4-leaf clover. A lizard or gecko or a bearded dragon or something. A piece of some kind of crystal. It looks like it broke off of something. The light bulb. A nursing cap. A heart with a nursing cap. Someone could be in school to be a nurse. Love. A bee. That could be something legal, or bees. You know, bees are important in this world. Every journey begins with a single step. I have a nut, or whatever you call that. A nut. Is that a nut? Yeah. A tree, a family tree. A star. An apple for temptation or a teacher. A heart with a wing. A heart that says made with love. And a precious moments angel. The Spirit said to go one more time. Somebody's been to Vegas. Or they like to play poker. A ballerina. A mermaid. The way I feel about you makes my heart long to be free. A heart in German or Spanish. A razor. Your name could be Razor. Be careful with those. You might need to shave. And me versus me. Alright guys, I love you. I am so grateful for all of you. You guys are amazing. I can't tell you how amazing you are. I wish you could see what Spirit shows me about the people who watch this channel. You guys are so gifted. Alright, prayer before we close. Dear God, thank you for giving me my family to love and care for. Help me to share with them your grace and warmth. Help me to share with them your Spirit's warmth and love as you bless them with grace and peace. May we as one family live with them together in heaven. Amen. Amen. And you are my family, and I love you with all of my heart. Thank you, Manya. Thank you, Kailash. Thank you, Arushi. You guys rock. Thank you for your help. May God richly, richly bless you. Right now, I'm about $20 away from getting a payout around the 20th, 25th of this month. So I'm hoping that we get a couple more donations. And I am happy to share that $100. I get paid every time I make $100 with the moderators on this channel. Okay? Thank you guys for your help. It's appreciated. And any donations that are given that don't go back into the channel, I do use them to purchase cards, to purchase other things. And I also will occasionally do a giveaway where I put money inside the deck. And if you're the first person to see it, I send it to your Cash App if it comes out during the shuffle. How are you working in this collective when it comes to our money? Some of us need to explore our spirituality. Why are we not exploring it? Because of options when it comes to transportation. And being self-made. What would happen if you would explore your spirituality? Somebody is a workaholic. You would not be surprised because you would no longer be a workaholic. It's like you have to work so hard that you can't explore your spirituality. Maybe because you have to figure out how you're going to pay for your car. What should they do different? You need to be self-made. And how can they do that? The office is going to call because you're not being persistent. What do you mean you're not being persistent? It has to do with Gaia and making an investment in the past. Making an investment in Gaia in the past. You weren't persistent, and so the office is going to call. What's going to be the outcome of that? Somebody's health is a factor. You're going to get a phone call from the doctor's office. And they're going to say, in the past, somehow there was an investment in Gaia. And it caused problems with your health. And you weren't planning the outcome of the health. You're not going to be comfortable. You're not going to be happy. And you're going to be at a crossroads. Outcome of your crossroads. You're going to make peace. And you're going to work on your social media. You're going to have luck that you're not planning also. What's the luck we're not planning? We're going to have our emotions. There's something we can't talk about when it comes to networking and settling. And something not growing. Or someone not growing. We're going to leave that alone because Spirit said we can't talk about it. Alright, you guys, I could stay here forever. I just love spending time with you. But I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get off my heel. I'm going to rest my heel. I'm going to take a nap. Maybe watch a little TV. You can't see it, but I have a big old TV up here that I pull out so I can watch it when I'm laying in my bed. And that's what I'm going to do this afternoon. I'm going to take a break, take it easy, enjoy life. Take my dog out and let him go to the bathroom and play with my birdie. I wish you lived closer and we were neighbors. I'd invite you over and we could watch TV together. I love y'all. Thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for participating, for listening, and to be a part of my program. I don't understand, but thank you. I'm grateful that you are. Thank you for those who are hyping or whatever you're doing to get the attention that we're getting. A lot more attention, a lot more, what do you call that? I don't even know. When people notice you, people are starting to notice the channel, and I'm grateful. And I love it. I love you. And I'll see you next time, okay? If you need me, my information is in the description box, and if not, I'll put it in there, okay? Namaste. God bless.